Welcome 7th graders to lesson 2.1b. Today we're going to learn how to convert decimals to fractions. Remember, lesson 2.1 is broken down into 4 smaller lessons. This is the second of 4 parts. Please make sure you have your notebook and a pencil and take very thorough notes, and make sure at the end you take your video assessment. Okay, and after tomorrow's lesson, we'll be able to use a number line to order rational numbers. Just a quick review. Rational numbers are any numbers that can be written as a ratio, and ratio is just a fancy word for fraction. So a rational number, simply put, is any number that can be written as a fraction. Mathematically, as you see in front here, a rational number is a number that can be written as a ratio of 2 integers. So it pretty much says if I can take any number and somehow rewrite it to make it look like a fraction, we can call it rational. So all of these are examples of rational numbers. 2 can be written as 2 over 1. -3 can be rewritten as -3 over 1. -1/2 is the same as -1 over 2. And 25 hundredths is the same as 1 over 4 reduced. Here's example number 1. We're going to take -26 hundredths and write it as a fraction in simplest form. So if you take a look, we have 2 decimal places, the tens place and the hundredths place. The last place value tells us the denominator of our fraction. So we will have -26 over 100. So if you say the fraction and the decimal right now, they should both sound the same. -26 hundredths, -26 hundredths. Now what we need to do is take a look at the numerator and denominator and see if we can reduce. 26 and 100 are both even numbers, and every even number can be divided by 2. So if I take half of 26, I get 13, and half of 100 is 50. So my final answer, simplified, is -13 over 100. So take these next few examples, please write them in your notebook, and whenever you're ready, unpause the video and we will go through all the solutions together. Okay, so here are the solutions to the next couple of problems. So if we take a look at number 5, it is read as -7/10. So we're going to take the 7 and put it over 10 and keep the negative sign. And since we can't reduce, that's our final answer. Number 6, the 1 is in the tens place, the 2 is in the hundreds place, the 5 is in the thousands place. So 125 thousandths. So we're going to take the number and write it over 1,000. Then we're going to take a look and start simplifying. Just pick a number I can divide both of these by. So I divided by 25 and I got 5 over 40. But these can still be reduced if I divide by 5 again, and I get a final answer of 1 over 8. Okay, the next page here, number 7, I have -3 and 1/10. 1/10 would be 1 over 10. So my final answer will be -3 and 1 over 10. I can't reduce 1/10, so I keep it as it is. Number 8, I have -10 and 25 hundredths. -10 and 25 hundredths. Then I'm going to take 25 and 100. Think of it as 1/4 out of $1. So then that reduces to -10 and 1/4. I divided the numerator and the denominator by 25. Okay, so on this page we're going to do the same thing. Take these next 4 problems and write them in your notebook and rewrite these decimals as fractions. And be sure to simplify each fraction to simplest form. when you're ready, I will go to the next page and show you the solution for each question. Please be sure you try the questions on your own before you turn the page. Number 20, we have -9 tenths. So the place value is in the tenths place. So we take 9 and place it over 10, and we get a final answer of -9 over 10. For number 41, we have 45 hundredths, so we put 45 over 100. Then we reduce. The numbers end in 5 and 0, so I divide by 5, and I get 9 over 20. Let's go to the next page. I have -258 thousandths, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So I'm going to take this number and put it over 1,000, -258 over 1,000. And since both of these numbers end in an even digit, I'm going to divide by 2, and I get -129 over 500. And for this last one, I have -312 thousandths, tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So I'm going to take this number and put it over 1,000. And what I simply did was, because the numbers are so big, I just started dividing by 2 because they're both even. So half of 312 is 156, and half of 1,000 is 500. And since both of these end in even again, I just divided by 2 one more time, and I got 78 over 250. And since both of these end in an even number once again, I divided by 2 one more time to get 39 over 125. All right, congratulations. You now know how to write fractions as decimals and decimals as fractions. Make sure you go to the assessment and complete it, and have notes for tomorrow's class.